Kaloyan Gueorguiev, your colleague from work. As we're gonna do this presentation today, as we all know, this is a car parts manufacturing company where we pretty much deal with three regions: Vancouver, Toronto, and Montreal. Now, before we get to it, we know that there's different stats that we use. Stat 0, we keep purchasing and we keep selling the part numbers. Stat 1, we stop purchase but sell remaining stock. And stat 99, we buy in bulk of 5,000 units. We'll get later on with that stat 99. Now, the issues that we face at our company, there's no autonomy between regions. Okay, so as soon as one region decides to go with one stat, all the other regions have to follow. So, the other issues that we have is the warehouse cost versus the direct supply. As I said earlier about buying in bulk, stat 99, we can all when we buy it in bulk, we're gonna have to shelve it inside our warehouses. So there's gonna be different costs associated that could be lowered. Another part is related also to bulk is the popularity of part numbers. Say Vancouver, they're very popular with a certain Schroeder part number, so they're gonna be able to buy more or buy less. Okay, so it's different than from Montreal, for instance, which leads to buying bulk. The issues is it leads to lower prices, but it could also lead to higher prices. And the other issues faced in our company is the distance. Montreal and Toronto, they're pretty close to one another, but not so much the case with Vancouver, BC. So we have to take into account the distance, another factor that could increase our costs. Now we want to deal with tomorrow. So what are the cause, the issues that I just mentioned? Then we have to take in those factors. We need to take them into account. And what is the result that we're all looking for? Well, we need to find a business model, a process that will help us lower our costs. So in essence, we can increase our profit margin. Okay? And as I said earlier about the process, the business model, this is gonna has its advantages. What is it gonna help us do? Okay, each region will be able to determine whether they stock or sell specific items. Okay, each region will be able to determine the quantity of stock they wish to keep. Okay, and the third part is the transshipment. Okay, model will be used to save discounts. So it's gonna help us lower our costs. We're gonna be able to determine which part is best. Okay, and what is this transshipment model? You're asking me. Well, it's pretty simple. To break it down, is our car parts can be shipped from either the warehouse or the manufacturer. We're gonna see which one is gonna lead to lower costs. And we have to make sure that the distribution center receives the item at minimal cost. Okay, so that's gonna help us determine what we want to do. Is this achievable? Yes, absolutely. Okay, the team's ability will be able to achieve this model by analyzing demand. So, what do our clients want? We're going to be analyzing the supply. Okay, how much it's going to cost us to get our supply so we can sell it to our clientele. Don't forget, we're a distribution center. And when we take in those two variables into account, we're going to be able to analyze our cost with one another. Okay, and what are the results, which are very beneficial for our company? We'll be able to better meet customer demands in each region. We'll be able to reduce inventory costs and costs of unsold items, and we'll be able to reduce purchasing costs. Okay. Now, the possible downsides is there's the demand trend changes. Okay, so let's say that part number that's very popular in BC, it loses its vigor, it's fashionista. So, what are we gonna do? We're gonna be stuck with a large quantity in warehouses, and we don't want to sell this at a lower profit or even a loss. And the possible downsides, there's companies no longer offer us the bulk discount, so it would change our pricing structures, and with the model's complexity, we're gonna have to take a certain time to restructure everything. The other possible downside is if we decide to go along only with the warehouses, the let's say there's a fire that occurs, we're gonna destroy everything, and then as much as we're covered with insurance, our costs are still gonna go up, whether it's the premium or other indirect costs. Now, but that's where it's important. We're going to use conservative estimates to calculate the probability of any possible events detrimental to the company's profit margin. So we're going to, let's say there's the odds of a fire happening 1 in 10. We're instead going to use 1 in 5 just to be sure that we're on the safe side here and to make it our model as robust as possible. Okay? And what are going to be the end result? Well, the end result pretty much is the analyst team will take into account every factor that will lead to minimizing costs. So we're going to have a much healthier business model. The company will increase its profit margin with the opportunity the model has provided. And as seen here with those dollar signs, we're going to be making much more money and our company will be able to thrive better. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I will gladly take some. Thank you and thank you for listening. Bye bye.